Take a look around you. That phone in your hand, the laptop on your desk, even the car you drive. A crisis is brewing inside the tiny memory chips that make them all work. Today, we're diving into the perfect storm that's making your favorite tech more expensive, and trust me, it's way more complicated than just inflation.
So you've probably noticed it, right? Everything with a chip inside it seems to be creeping up in price. But why? The easy answer is inflation. But that's not the whole story. Not even close. Something fundamental is changing in the factories that build our digital world. And it all comes down to one thing.
And that one thing is the star of the show right now: artificial intelligence. But here's the thing you have to understand. AI isn't just some code floating around in the cloud. Nope. It has a real, physical, and absolutely voracious appetite.
You see, AI is picky. It doesn't just use any old memory. It needs a special, super high-performance kind. And the demand from AI data centers, new AI-powered PCs, and even our smartphones is creating a shockwave that the industry has, well, just never seen before.
Let's talk about the sheer scale of this for a second. That number? $256 billion. That is the projected investment in AI data centers for 2025 alone. That is a colossal tidal wave of cash, all chasing the exact same, very limited supply of these special memory chips.
And this isn't happening in just one place. It's happening everywhere, all at the same time. AI servers suddenly need terabytes of memory. The new AI PCs, they're making 16 gigs of RAM the new minimum. Your next phone is going to need way more memory to run AI locally. And get this, a fully autonomous car could need a staggering 90 gigabytes. It's a synchronized global memory grab.
Okay, this brings us to the absolute heart of the crisis. This is the key. It's not just that AI wants more memory, it's that the actual process of making AI's special memory actively destroys the supply of the standard memory that basically everything else in the world runs on. It's cannibalizing its own supply chain.
The memory we're talking about is called high bandwidth memory, or HBM. The best way to think about it is like a 3D skyscraper of memory chips, all stacked vertically. It's built for one thing: the incredible speed that AI GPUs demand. It's the absolute pinnacle of memory tech.
So to really get this, let's use a pizza analogy. Think of the standard memory in your laptop as a big, efficient family pizza. It feeds a lot of people, and the cost is reasonable. HBM, on the other hand, is that gourmet artisanal pizza. It's amazing, no doubt, but it uses way more of the rare, expensive ingredients to make just one. And this chart right here is the receipt. It shows you the real cost. To get the same final amount of memory, making HBM today takes 3 times the raw silicon as standard memory. And the next generation, that's going to take 5 times as much. So going back to our analogy, for every one gourmet pizza you make for the AI crowd, you lose the ingredients to make 3 to 5 family pizzas for everyone else.
The result is just staggering. By 2025, nearly a third of the world's most advanced memory production, a full third, is going to be dedicated just to making HBM for AI. And that production is being stolen directly from the supply that would have gone into your next laptop, your car, or your company's servers.
So I know what you're thinking. The obvious question is, if demand is this insane, why don't they just build more factories? It's a great question. And it turns out, money is actually the easy part of the problem.
The biggest barrier we have is time. 38 months. Just let that sink in for a second. That's how long it takes, on average, to build a brand new memory factory, or a fab, in the United States. We're talking over 3 years from the day you break ground to the day you get a single usable chip.
And this isn't just a US problem either. I mean, look at this global timeline. Yeah, Taiwan is the fastest in the world at 19 months, which is incredible. But building these things anywhere else takes so much longer. There's just no magic wand to wave to suddenly increase supply.
And the problems just keep stacking up. A single new factory can cost up to $43 billion. The one machine you absolutely need to make them, it's sold out for years. Then you have geopolitics freezing about 15% of the world's memory supply in China from getting upgraded. And, maybe most critically, we simply don't have enough trained people to run the new factories we so desperately want to build. So let's recap. We've got insatiable demand, a supply that's literally eating itself, and no way to build more factories quickly. This is where the crisis starts to hit home for every single one of us.
When supply gets this tight, a pecking order forms, fast. The huge AI data center players with their multi-billion-dollar orders, they go right to the front of the line. Then come the giant smartphone makers. And all the way down at the bottom, the car companies and industrial sectors. They get whatever's left over, if there's anything left at all.
And this creates some really bizarre situations in the market. I mean, prices for the latest and greatest server memory are up a painful 23%. But look at the price for older, consumer-grade memory. It's up over 40%. Why? Because manufacturers are literally stopping production of the old stuff to make room for AI's HBM. And that's creating a massive shortage of the chips that power millions of devices we already own. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This quote is from the CEO of Raspberry Pi. It says it all. A 120% increase in their memory costs in a single year. That is absolutely devastating for smaller tech companies and the entire maker community. The consequences are plain to see now. We're talking major automakers like Volkswagen and Honda actually having to halt production lines because they can't get the chips. And the price of new phones is going up, with companies directly saying it's because memory costs are through the roof. This is that ripple effect in action. So the final and most important question of all, when does this end? When does the memory market finally get back to normal? Well, the timeline for relief is, let's just say it's long. So let's walk through what the experts are saying. In early 2026, we might see a tiny shift as standard memory becomes a little more profitable to make again. But new factories won't even start coming online until the second half of 2026. And guess what? Most of that new capacity is already pre-sold for AI. The consensus is that prices are going to stay high all the way through 2027, with the market not getting back to anything resembling normal until 2028 at the very earliest. And here it is, the single most important thing to take away from all of this. This isn't just another up and down market cycle. The game has fundamentally changed. The era of cheap, abundant memory that we've all gotten used to, it's over. Getting these chips is no longer about just buying them on the open market. It's about who you know. It's about your strategic relationships with the handful of companies that make everything. And that leaves us with one final, pretty big thought. We are witnessing in real time the true physical cost of the AI revolution. So the big question is this memory crisis just a temporary storm we all have to weather? Or is this the new climate of the AI age?